according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
It's promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
Bank, I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated.
It now appears that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have seriously damaged his own reputation. Not long ago, he announced that he had purchased apartment properties in Manhattan valued at approximately $42 million. However, subsequent reports have raised doubts about that statement. Investigations into property records have not revealed any transaction that matches the claim. He also posted online about owning multiple buildings without any business partners involved. Yet the absence of documentation has led many to question whether those statements were accurate. If these concerns continue to grow, they could permanently harm his credibility.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
As Floyd Mayweather Jr. approaches the age of 50, his drive to display his wealth shows no sign of fading. He frequently shares clips highlighting luxury fashion, private jet travel, and large stacks of cash. However, some critics believe this constant effort to demonstrate financial success may actually be steering him towards serious money troubles. Instead of focusing on long-term security, they argue that he is maintaining an image that may not reflect reality.
It kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media, but people on social media do what they do best, especially black people try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
In one widely shared video, Floyd Mayweather Jr. spreads stacks of cash across a table as if it were a display at a buffet. He lifts thick bundles of $100 bills and presents them like awards. However, when someone repeatedly feels the need to show off large amounts of physical money, critics say it often suggests a deeper sense of insecurity. Genuine wealth usually stays quiet, and it does not rely on constant displays to convince people online.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. remained undefeated throughout his career, that record hasn't always translated into fan enjoyment. Many viewers have openly said they watch his fights hoping to see him finally lose. His defensive approach in the ring is frequently described as unexciting, and when that style is combined with his confident public persona, it helps explain why some people root against him rather than celebrate his achievements.
One of the best middleweights of all time is fighting this weekend. I didn't say greatest, I said best. I am really high on Undefeated Hanila. He beats Canelo, he knocks out Crawford with ease. This guy's a monster. Absolute freak. If you guys haven't watched his highlights, if you guys haven't watched the full fight, go watch him. He's fighting this weekend. Make sure you guys tune in. His last fight was absolutely domination. This should be illegal. But a lot of people ask me like, Jerry, why are you so high on Undefeated? What does Undefeated do, or whatever the case may be? The guy is huge for 160. He's huge for 168. He debuted at 175. He's a light heavyweight. He's cutting down to 160 because Canelo won't give him the fight at 68. And 75, he's still a bit undersized. But he's a southpaw, quick hands, quick feet, explosive one-punch knockout power, insane timing, insane punch selection, amazing boxer on the inside. Probably a top 3 boxer when it comes to fighting on the inside the pocket. Probably has the best uppercut in all of boxing. Undefeated Hanila is a monster. I hope you guys tune in this weekend to see what I've been seeing.
Not too long ago, Floyd Mayweather Jr. faced a ban after promoting questionable financial schemes. He had endorsed suspicious cryptocurrency ventures and other projects widely criticized as quick cash grabs. Once that restriction ended, he quickly returned to similar promotions. This time, he partnered with Kim Kardashian to promote another NFT-related project. Critics argue that instead of changing course, he continues making the same financially driven decisions.
When Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Syntratech. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayreverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on it. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now. Matter of fact, don't even wait till August 10th. Get it now. My NFT. Own a piece of my legacy. Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm not just in 30% or 40%, full 100%. I'm behind you. I'm all the way in.
Now, Floyd's World was indeed a huge success for Floyd Mayweather, who raked in $4.9 million. But what happened to his fans? Well, they're furious because the price of this NFT has collapsed over 90%, and they angrily responded in the comment section, "You already have an NFT project. It's called @RealFloydNFT. You released it last year and then stopped working on it immediately after. Have you been punched in the head so much you're forgetting these things now?"
From tax-related controversies to reports claiming he was once detained in Dubai over unpaid jewelry, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has repeatedly been linked to financial disputes. These situations are not viewed as isolated events by critics, but rather as part of a broader pattern. The issue, they argue, goes beyond money alone. It also involves the erosion of trust, damage to credibility, and a growing loss of control over his public image.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd has made millions, but has also been accused of taking money for events. There have also been complaints about merchandise and fan experiences that never materialized. Supporters reportedly paid for meet and greet opportunities, appearances, and exclusive content, but later claimed they never received what was promised. A viral TikTok investigation even suggested that much of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s brand relies heavily on hype and presentation rather than tangible delivery. He has also stated that he earned around $100 million from his bout with Conor McGregor, promoting the fight as a major financial milestone. However, some industry insiders and analysts have questioned whether those figures accurately reflect the actual earnings.
What's the biggest fight you've ever had? Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah. So that worked out okay.
It did.
Chael Sonnen, a fellow fighter known for his sharp commentary and trash talk, offered a blunt assessment. According to him, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s real issue isn't bringing in money. It's how quickly he spends it. Sonnen suggested that Mayweather no longer steps into the ring out of pride or passion. Instead, the motivation appears tied to financial rewards and maintaining a lavish lifestyle filled with luxury cars and private jets. In that view, the focus has shifted from competing for championship belts to earning money to cover the costs of that lifestyle.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box, when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. frequently links his sense of success to visible displays of wealth, using social media as a platform to highlight his fortune. His posts often feature piles of cash, luxury vehicles, and other symbols of high status. While Mayweather presents these as evidence of his achievements, critics, including Shannon Sharpe, have expressed concern. They suggest that constantly showcasing money may point to poor financial discipline and an overemphasis on image rather than long-term stability. Rather than focusing on building enduring wealth, he seems more intent on impressing others. Observers warn that this preoccupation with materialism could eventually interfere with prudent financial management, potentially creating lasting money problems.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. He had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl Collection. Yeah.
Whether fans admire him or despise him, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is known not only for his undefeated record, but also for his reputation as one of the most arrogant figures in sports. He has openly stated that financial gain matters more to him than preserving a legacy. While that attitude may have brought him considerable wealth in the short term, it has also fueled widespread criticism and animosity. For his detractors, that combination of arrogance and fortune makes any potential decline or misstep all the more compelling to witness.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank. I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that. I'm gonna do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you hating on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut. They never saw a scenic route.
When Floyd Mayweather Jr. returned from retirement to face Logan Paul, the motivation seemed more financial than competitive. With mounting expenses and debts, this high-profile YouTube matchup offered a major payday. However, the situation quickly turned contentious. Logan Paul claimed that Mayweather had failed to pay the $3 million owed, shifting the focus from boxing to legal disputes. Paul even joked publicly that Floyd might be broke, highlighting uncertainty about where his wealth is actually going. Observers note that true billionaires rarely feel the need to constantly prove their riches to the world.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
I remember the week before I fought Floyd, I was in my hotel room by myself with my mind about to implode.
You're about to fight arguably the greatest boxer of all time.
As an 0-1 YouTuber.
It's great that you got the job done of getting the paperwork. I got Floyd Mayweather to agree to fight me, but you gave him a respectable performance to where people walked away and it's not a gimmick anymore.
I owe Floyd a thanks. Floyd Mayweather, looking forward to receiving the rest of the money you owe me, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Tensions rose further when Logan Paul publicly threatened legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr. over the allegedly unpaid millions. Paul stated plainly that he was prepared to take the matter to court. If the lawsuit succeeds, it wouldn't just cost Mayweather money. It would also further tarnish his already fragile public image. Critics see these events not merely as poor financial decisions, but as signs of someone struggling to maintain control over their personal and professional affairs.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a...
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm with you. I'm not with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
This isn't the first time Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced legal issues. He has previously served time in jail and frequently comments on how fame has limited his personal freedom. Ironically, many of his decisions, whether financial or otherwise, seem to continually put him at risk of additional legal problems. Ultimately, no amount of wealth can protect you if it leads to being confined behind bars.
I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. She was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back.
50 Cent, a former friend of Floyd Mayweather Jr., shared his own experience, claiming that Mayweather never repaid him for projects he helped finance. Floyd's response, that he never asked for the assistance, reflects not only a lack of appreciation, but also a pattern of using people when convenient and discarding them afterward. Once hailed by himself as the greatest of all time, Mayweather built a fortune through his boxing career. Yet now, his empire appears to be unraveling due to ego-driven schemes and reckless spending. From legal battles to questionable investments, from unpaid collaborators to controversial endorsements, the signs are clear. His financial empire is under serious threat. And this time, a comeback may not be possible.
Anybody who knows Floyd knows he doesn't want to be alone. So in that situation, I was concerned about him because I went to visit him more than anyone else that he would call a friend would actually visit him. And it's because I knew that he put like this. He'll buy stuff for you to keep you around. His temperament, there's no balance. He can do anything and they still stay there because it's like they're yes men. Right. Yeah.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for what's coming next.